Hey, how you doing? This is Martin, owner and trainer of Fullerfitness, and I'm doing a leg workout, and the only parts I'm gonna have in the video is showing you, for those of us that work out at home, sometimes a lot, whatever the increment might be. All right, and this is not to say that you have to use it. This is just something that I'm recommending. I've been using this for over 2 years at this point and I like it, so it's up to you if you want to use it at all. So this is a bar. You put a band on, otherwise you'll be doing nothing because I don't think I, this doesn't really have any weight to it for you to just do squats without it, without a band. So the good thing is you can do a bunch of stuff with it, whether it's upper body, lower body. For me, the focus is on lower body. And there's a possibility I could do stuff from my hand. Actually, there is, and I think I might actually do it. So the goal, I think I'm going to do squats, and then I'm going to do something good called good mornings. Good mornings work a lot of the. Actually, it works every muscles in the muscle in the back in your back area. And for me, since I'm doing legs, the goal will be hamstrings, but it's hitting everything back there, which includes calves for those of you that didn't know that either. So when you're doing certain workouts, a lot of people do more than they necessarily have to. That's up to you guys. The video shouldn't be that long since there's only but so much I can do with the bar. In turn, actually, that's not. Yeah, in terms of using a bar, but you can do more in less time using the bar. All right, so what you do is you stand on the band, otherwise you're not doing anything. Um, put it up on your shoulder. I like to squat down and put it on. So, oh, oh, that's just a preference. So that way it doesn't become a shoulder workout. And please be careful with the band that you choose, because the more you stretch the band, the harder it is. That's why I squat down first to put it on instead of putting it on beforehand. All right. So hopefully your feet are shoulder width apart for those of you who are not familiar with squats. And then, boom, drop that butt. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So I do, my goal is different than yours probably, especially for ladies that see this. Uh, Depending on where you are in your journey. So I had this purple band, which is the second thickest. So that'll make it one of the hardest. Sorry, almost stepped on my kitty. Gotta avoid that if you have pets. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the thickest band. So again, please be careful doing this stuff. Be careful, be safe, be smart in terms of doing this stuff, because it works great if you do it in ways that work best for you. Okay, so still got the bar. I'm using a different band this time. This is the thickest one. All right, so you're gonna stand on it with your feet shoulder width apart. So your feet should be about this far apart. And then you squat down. So I'm gonna step on it, and like I said, for me, I squat down and then put it over my head, so that way it don't take as much effort. Ooh. So like I said, this is the thickest one, And when I first got them and I tried doing this, this was very more challenging than it is now. It don't take as much effort for me to stand up. And as you can see, you should be kind of, especially if you're familiar with these bands, you should be able to see how much this is already stretched. So even though this band is supposedly equivalent to 30 pounds, once you stretch it, it feels a lot heavier than that. All right, so be careful for those of us that use bands. Boom, boom. I think that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so again, please do your part to be careful when doing this, because it's not as easy as some people might actually think. So bar, band, depends on how many bands, and then I think that, well, I'll just use this one. So there's a, you know, depending on your experience, you can combine them. There's a possibility that I may have done squats with 2 orange ones before, but for the sake of being safe, I think I'm just going to do another set here. I don't know if I'm actually going to record it, but again, oh, I told you I was going to do good mornings. Let me go ahead and do that, which will actually work the hamstring. So again, be careful. I'm sorry guys, I almost forgot I told you I was going to do good mornings. Actually, I kind of did forget, so thankfully I remembered. All right, so, and there's other stuff you can do to try to work your legs using the bar too. I just wouldn't do it. So maybe I'll show you at some other point, which I think I was thinking of doing anyway. All right. All right. So stand on up, and then only thing you do, and be careful in terms of the stress you can feel on your neck. And that's all you do. Keep your legs straight with no bend in the knees. At least I wouldn't. Okay. I usually don't do that, but it actually worked that time. So I'm going to do a second one for that one. And I'm going to face this way when I do it. Well, I hope that helps a little bit in terms of you seeing it. Alright, so you do the squats that work the front of the leg. Then you do the good mornings to where you're working everything in your back. Okay. So stand on it. Feet shoulder width apart. Forward. And that's all you're doing. And the interesting thing about this, 2 more. 1 more. The interesting thing about doing anything actually, but specifically doing anything like this, because the more you stretch it, the more you feel it. Doing stuff like that, though people either don't understand or don't realize, everybody should care, is the fact that you're working your abs a lot in order to, you know, whether you do a lot of ab exercises or not, in order to be able to do anything, your abs and back have to be strong enough for you to be able to do it. So even if I use, let me see if I can grab it if it's not attached. Nope, it's already attached and I don't feel like wrestling with it. So let's see. I think this is the third thickest band. The color I don't think matters depending on where you company you get your band from. But that's a red band and it's the third thickest. So depending on what you're capable of, by the time you stretch the band, whether you're doing shoulders, legs, whatever it is, yeah, shoulders, legs, or whatever it is that you might be doing, you're gonna fill it a certain amount and hopefully fill it enough to where what you're doing is worth it. I have a goal to where it would be better for me to do less reps and maybe more sets, depending on how much time I have to actually do all the sets for me. So for you, you know, if you do 2 sets of 15 or 20, depending on what your goal is, maybe even 1 or 2 sets of 25 reps, depending on what you're doing. So there's many ways to make that work. But if you're doing that, you have to make sure you have the right band. It might be this one, might be this one. For me, I'm gonna try both, which I think I've done before as far as doing legs. So it's really up to you on how you make that work. So one of the reasons, one, was to show you what and how, and then also to let you know, if you haven't seen previous videos or videos, is the fact that if you're interested in this at all, again, I've been using it for 2.5 years at this point, or if not close enough to it. So again, I do it first and then try to let you guys know about it. So I don't think I said much about it before, so I'm telling you now. Because again, not on, you know, when a lot of these companies do commercials and ads and all this other stuff, it's always for people for weight loss, which is fine. But for the rest of us who want to increase strength, and some people who want to increase size and all this other stuff, we want some information too. So yes, for those of you that want to lose weight, especially if you need to, not everybody needs to, so hopefully you understand that, especially if you've seen my previous videos. But for those of us who want to strength train, yes, you can do this. And that also includes for those of us that are vegan. You can increase your strength, increase your size, and also for me, it's actually fun. The challenge of you know, putting your hands in certain positions to do bicep curls, tricep extensions, doing my squats, you know, all these things that you get to do that would take longer if you're at the gym. So that's another thing. Doing this stuff while you're at home and having, you know, be able to get so much done without it taking a long period of time. So that's another thing. So again, to conclude, if you go to xbar.com, I'll put the link at the bottom of the video. If you go to xbar.com and if you type in Fullerfitness in all capital letters, again, I'll put it at the bottom of the video. If you go to xbar.com and you put Fullerfitness in at when you check out, you will be able to save 10% off your order. Another good thing about getting equipment from there, and you're getting a lot of stuff with it too. So when you see the price on the website, you should be able to see why it's worth it. And then even if you're not sure why it's worth it, if you have me as your personal trainer, you'll definitely find out. So you get this, you get the bar, you get 3 bands. Oh my gosh, I think it's red, black, and blue. You get the bar, red, black, and blue band, if I'm not mistaken, but I know it's 3. Red, black, and blue band, a bar. You get these, you get two of these. They're push-up docks, so that way you can have one on each side. So you get the bar, 3 bands, push-up dock. Uh, you get a bag. I can't show you the bag because the bag I had, I put too many bands in it because I have so many and the straps broke. But you get a bag to where you can put your bands in, and you see if there we go. So let me see. You get push-up docks, one for each side, for when you're doing push-ups and tricep extensions and any of those things you might be able to do. You get a door anchor, so that way you can put the bands in here. Put this in your door. The door has to be locked, and then you do your push. Oh my gosh, chest press, your rolls. If you have it at the bottom, and you do put, so you get to do all this stuff. And even if you're doing a full body workout, as long as you know what you're doing, it shouldn't take long. So you get a bag, 3 bands, red, black, and blue. Different levels of resistance. You can actually put them, clip them on or off. If it's too heavy, you can clip it back off. Just that easy. Let me see. Door anchor, push-up docks, 3 bands, a bar, and a bag. There might be more, but I'm not sure. And then not only do you get all that stuff, instead of paying a full price, I believe you can make 4 payments instead of the one. So instead of paying the full price of $189, $190, whatever the price is, you can make 4 payments. And you should still be able to save 10% by using Fullerfitness and all capital letters at checkout. I'll put that information at the bottom. It's worth it. Again, I've been using it for 2.5 years or somewhere. It's definitely been over 2 years. I know that for sure. So I believe it's been at least 2.5 years. It's worth it, and that's whether you're losing weight, but it's also for those of us that want to challenge ourselves in terms of lifting as heavy as we possibly can, almost regardless of how many reps we're doing. This is Martin, owner and trainer of Fullerfitness. Hopefully you liked the video at least a little bit. Share with people that you think might appreciate it at least a little bit. And then if you haven't, please give a like and also subscribe so you can see other videos as well. This is Martin, trainer of Fullerfitness. Take care.